Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Singerreise video podcast. My name is Jonathan Sylvia, and I'm your host. Thanks for joining us. As some of you may know, I'm currently in a production of The Magic Flute at Seattle Opera. There are still several performances to go, so I encourage you to go and get a ticket. It's been a very popular production, so tickets may be a little hard to come by, but it's well worth it. I thought we might take a quick break from the 7 Tips for Singertaxes series and do some music from the opera. There's a fabulous bass character named Zarastra who gets to sing a couple of arias. But for this video, I wanted to do a bit of an introduction of the opera and talk about some of its peculiarities. First off, Magic Flute was composed by Mozart in 1791, near the end of his life. It was premiered in Vienna, and its German title is Die Zauberflöte. By this point in his life, Mozart was an accomplished and established opera composer. But the Magic Flute isn't your conventional opera. It requires operatic singers, for sure, and is done by opera houses all over the world. But it belongs in a slightly different category. Magic Flute is considered a Singspiel. Singspiel roughly translates to sing, speak. It was a style of theater that was quite popular in its day, a sort of pop opera. The nobility would have their conventional operas in Italian, even right there in Austria. But the Singspiels were for the people. They were performed in the local language of German so that everyone could follow along. Some might say that the relationship between Singspiels and conventional opera back then is sort of like the relationship between American music theater and our modern incarnation of opera. That music theater is for the common man. But opera really doesn't make sense unless you're sufficiently sophisticated and cultured. Well, that's not a fair comparison. Both music theater and opera are for everyone. Opera nowadays, almost without exception, is performed with supertitles. This is a translation of what the singers are saying that shows up directly above the singers' heads. It's there so that everybody can follow along with what's happening on stage. It's kind of like turning on the subtitles to a foreign film, except even better because there's music and you have a little more time to read all of the words. That's a pretty big thing that a lot of people are surprised by when they go to see their first opera. And a lot of people who say they aren't interested in opera haven't even ever been to an opera, so it's really not fair for them to say they aren't interested. Even Mozart seemed to begrudge the distinction between high art and low art. He didn't shirk back and make a budget opera when it came to doing Magic Flute. Instead, he used all his best creative juices composing it. He pushed the envelope on established conventions, he composed gorgeous music, and the opera requires top-notch operatic singers. So getting back to Singspiels, one of the most distinctive features of a Singspiel is that it has spoken dialogue in between the musical numbers. Conventional operas back then would have used a sung recitative style. But even though some of Magic Flute is spoken, it is still considered a kind of an opera. This might be surprising to some of you who thought that all opera was sung all the way through and that music theater was the one that had dialogue. It's a common misconception. In fact, there are lots of opera that have spoken dialogue, and there's also a lot of musicals that are sung all the way through. So the best definition for an opera that I can come up with is that an opera uses operatic singers and is composed in an operatic style, whereas music theater uses musical theater singers and is composed in a musical theater style. It's kind of a lame definition, but really that's all there is to it. Here in the United States, it's also very common to do some or all of the Magic Flute translated directly into English, so that there are as few barriers as possible. The Seattle Opera production, of course, will be done fully in German, but there are those supertitles right above our heads, so you'll always know what's going on. So if you have never seen an opera, this is a really great first one to go see. I hope to see you there. In the next couple of videos, I'll talk a little bit more about Magic Flute itself, about the production Seattle Opera is doing, and, of course, get to singing some Mozart on camera for you all. So I hope you'll come back for the next one. If you want to find out more about the life of a working opera singer, check out our official website, Singerreise.com. There you'll find articles and resources all about singers. You can also follow us at facebook.com/Singerreise, like, share, and comment on the posts. And you can follow us at twitter.com/Singerreise. Use that @Singerreise handle there, tweet and retweet us. You're presently watching the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to that so you know when a new video is released. And of course there's patreon.com/Singerreise. There, for just $1 or more every month, you can help support the videos that I'm making with Singerreise. Your support is very essential, so I hope you'll check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.